Kicking off the half hour with a look at Oracle, the technology giant reporting a 5.4% increase in revenue year over year in its latest earnings report. This is coming as Oracle is announcing new support services for its cloud applications today. Joining me right now in a Fox Business exclusive is Oracle CEO Mark Hurd. Mark, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be with you, Maria.
And I know you've got Global Media Day going on this morning at your headquarters. Tell us where the growth at Oracle is right now and what some of the messages in terms of growth are that you're trying to get out this morning to the media.
I think in general we'll talk about two different things that Oracle is really focused on right now, amongst many things that we do, but really two key areas. One, our applications business, which you referenced a little bit with the support services, those mainly being our new SaaS applications, whether those be ERP, HR, sales, marketing, service. And so we'll talk about all the innovation and the integration of artificial intelligence capabilities into those applications. And then in addition to that, we'll talk about a new database that we're releasing called the Autonomous Database that similarly has AI functionality integrated into that as well, which is probably the biggest database product biggest in the context of the features and the innovation that we've released in years and years and years, perhaps even ever.
Well, look, obviously the cloud business has taken off and is really one of the big growth spots of the economy right now. Give us your sense of what business managers are doing. Do you see them increasing budgets as it relates to cloud computing and other things, and where are those other things? Are they putting new money into these kinds of things?
Yeah, I think it is new money, but it is really a shift of the existing monies. If you look at business budgets for IT, they're not up a lot. Depending on whose research you believe or really follow, it could be down a little bit to up a little bit. But within that budget, the shifting of the traditional spending on older on-premise capabilities and moving that into cloud is what's going on. And it's going on for a couple of core reasons. One, frankly, Maria, from a total cost of ownership, it just costs less money. Second, you just get a lot more innovation while you spend less money. And thirdly, an issue that you and I have talked about before, security. It's simply more secure than the traditional way of running solutions in your own data center. Those three core things are business drivers as opposed to even tech drivers. Maybe the innovation piece has got some tech drivers to it. But at the end of the day, this is as much about business strategy, business models, as it is about the raw technology itself.
I mean, I assume when it comes to cyber, that's sort of an unlimited spend. You've got to protect your customer data.
Yeah, it's even more than customer data. You've got customer data, you've got supply chain data, you've got financial data, you've just got really the whole data set in most companies is extremely valuable. And it's, by the way, to be clear, and I know you have a lot of people that come on your show talking about why companies don't do more. First of all, to start with, it's really hard to secure all of this stuff because the industry has spent 20 to 25 years building up these very complicated architectures of a server from one company, an operating system from another, a database from another, all sorts of middleware and different applications. And all of this stuff, Maria, has to be glued together. And then there's this complicated world called patching. And to patch something, you have to know the versions of each of these individual pieces. And you have to do it simultaneously. And without me going into excruciating detail, it's just a hard thing. And so part of this move to the cloud is trying to get rid of that complexity and trying to move that to a much simpler world, a much easier world. And everything in the cloud is at least, let me talk about our cloud. Our cloud is just architected with one architecture, one server, one operating system, one database. So the job just becomes infinitely easier.
So the sales force is able to execute that, given the fact that you've got so much competition in this field. I mean, everybody is now recognizing that cloud is where you want to be, and you've got lots of companies, big and small, trying to get that market share. What is your sales force doing in terms of keeping the market share?
Well, it starts with products, really. I mean, in the end, great sales forces typically are made by great products, and in the end, I think competition really changes as you're seeing today, and even as you dial forward several years. I think the plethora of companies that offered products are gonna shift into a smaller set of companies that offer a more complete set of services. So I think when you look at the competitive set, there'll actually be fewer companies in the business for a few reasons. One, you have to have great IP to be able to compete. Point two, you have to have a lot of capital. So when you start looking at the ability to deploy the IP with all of the, you talked about security. In fact, last time we talked a little bit about privacy and data sovereignty in many countries around the world, the new privacy laws. That's forcing cloud companies to have to put data center capabilities in virtually, well, almost certainly every significant country around the world. That requires not just great IP, but lots of capital. So the amount of the number of companies that can frankly do that are actually not, are few.